Well, it's 7 a.m. here in Delhi. Rat-infested Delhi. It's too hectic to walk here, and my throat hurts from the pollution. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's all kicking off on the train. There's a train making some extraordinary... As a man having a He's having a Maybe I spoke too soon about the rubbish. I don't know. Someone's emptied the bin. Hello. Ah, the beauty of India in the morning.
How do you trigger an entire nation? Well, simple, I guess, apparently, you're just a travel blogger and you show the world your nation as it is. Now, I don't have any problems with certain, really any country for the way they are in general. It's the people, right? It's the people that make the country. And as far as I know, in most countries, the people are genuinely good. Maybe not all, but most countries are good people. And here we have a British YouTuber, vlogger, who goes by the name Bald and Bankrupt. He is very popular. He has nearly 2 million subscribers. And it's absolutely, positively wild what's been happening to him. It's absolutely, positively wild. It's wild based on everything that's going on with him. And we're going to get to that after a super quick word from Lumen. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's the device that measures your metabolism through your breath. And on the app, it lets you know if you're burning fat or burning carbs, and it gives you a tailored guidance to improve your nutrition, workouts, sleep, and even stress management. All you have to do is to breathe into your Lumen first in the morning, and you'll know what's going on with your metabolism, whether you're burning mostly fats or carbs. Then Lumen gives you a personalized nutrition plan for the day based on your measurements. You can also breathe into it before and after workouts and meals, so you know exactly what's going on in your body in real time. Your metabolism is your body's engine. It knows how your body turns the food you eat into the fuel you need to go. Lumen gives you recommendations to improve your metabolic health. It can also track your cycle as well as onset of menopause, ladies, and adjust your recommendations to keep your metabolism healthy through normal hormonal shifts. It's a very cool device. Very, very cool. So if you want to take the next step in improving your health, just go to lumen.me/thequartering to get 15% off your Lumen, or just click the link in the description below. That's lumen.me/thequartering for 15% off your purchase. Yeah, the Lumen device is really interesting. It's really interesting technology, and it's something probably worth checking out for people that do keto or people that are, trying to manage their own health and things like that. Bald and Bankrupt went to India and was scammed repeatedly. His train, he just, you can see.
The journey has begun. Throughout the night, we're going to travel. Let's go. Throughout the night with my friend here, across Uttar Pradesh, to the holy city of Benares.
So,
to most of us,
there's a lot of memes about India. They have the whole poo in the loo thing and all this kind of stuff. Well, in several times in this video, while he's just walking the streets in India, he's literally tripping over, piles of human leavings. This is, basically San Francisco. And several times in this video, he gets scammed, where people who are trying to take him on a rickshaw or this, that, or the other thing are lying to him about having change and trying to scam him out of money. But he speaks the language, so he knows they're trying to scam him.
Varanasi. Let's go.
Just wait, guy just falls out of the train.
Wow. That's why the life expectancy in India is like about 53. People just randomly jump off trains.
Like, what the heck? Look at this.
Or he's about to. Oh, he's about to. Oh, nice.
Yep, there's a guy taking a dump. You know, just taking a dump because that's what happens. And you know, it's not everybody. It's not everybody. Here he's at another famous site here.
So you could walk out and walk along the Ghats and stuff and meet the scammers. And now the scammers have either drowned or they just can't come here. But we're going to go on this boat.
Don't point your camera that way. There's a naked dude there.
Chill,
there was another spot where he's walking down some steps, and he's like, "Oh, there's just piles of human leavings here. That's normal." And he refers to the city being rat infested. He doesn't just say this stuff. And by the way, he goes to numerous locations. He goes to numerous locations and repeatedly gets scammed by people. Repeatedly gets people put their hands. By the way, this guy who's also with him has blonde hair and blue eyes. And if you are a blonde hair, blue eyes individual in India, people are going to put their hands on you. And you're not. And if you're a woman, it's going to be. It's far more dangerous. It's just the reality of it. Not, you know, again, hashtag not everybody. But in this, there are many clips where, you know, there's terrible news, and now the Indians are very, very mad at him. I'm trying to find this specific clip where he's just trying to walk down the street, and there's just, you know, again, you have women who go there and try to say, "Oh, it's just so great. It's also everything's so great," and then, you know, you have clips like this. I think Paul Joseph Watson clipped a couple good spots.
I spoke too soon about how clean Indian trains are. Look at this. The beauty of India in the morning.
People openly
I mean, like, this is
defecating in public.
Or he's about to. Oh, he's about to. Oh, nice. You think that's a train making some extraordinary? That's a man having a shit. He's having a shit.
Human feces on the ground.
This city is
Here you
unrecognisable
go.
from 5 years ago. Because when I came before, whoa, fucking scared to fall down. There's just shit everywhere. Fucking human turd.
I don't want to even get into how they would treat, like, look what they do to, like, American women. They will grope them. They will do far worse. You can talk to Luke Rudkowski about his time of going there with Lauren Southern and what happened to them. The Bob's and Vagine thing is it's not even like anywhere near as bad. You see, YouTuber Benjamin Rich faces backlash for calling India the most frustrating place to travel. For his part, Ms. Rich explained the parts of the country struggle with serious issues is such terrible air pollution and trash thrown into the rivers. I mean, and the comments are melting down, showing the worst part of India in order to get the most anti-India engagement. Obviously, it's funny how this guy went from milking views from Indians at the start of his vlogging journey to now the best India haters, wrote one of the users. Him going to the absolute worst areas, deliberately trying to show the worst things possible to proclaim India is a failed state. India is a failed state. That doesn't seem right, especially compared to his old videos about India itself. Commented another, foreign content creators know India's easy way to make money, either by praising or rage baiting. Unsubscribe and let them disappear. Why does Ball keep degrading India? I mean, people wanted the guy, people wanted him banned from the country. People wanted him banned from the country. You know what I mean? This is a country that, you know, the UK, the British has a, you know, complicated history with. By the way, the video has 72,000 likes compared to 3,800 dislikes. Very little, you know. Indians love India so much, they're all immigrating to Canada, the UK, and the US to talk about how great India is. Thank you for showing ground realities and not fancy hotels and restaurants that less than 1% of Indians can afford. You know, being poor doesn't mean you have to be filthy. Even dogs don't dump where they sleep. I mean, just the way that the most of these random citizens just spawn behind you and stare at the camera like an NPC is unsettling. Here's a great comment from a based Indian saying, "We Indians don't want to accept that we have a lot of problems that need to be addressed. Population, pollution, poverty, privacy, personal rights, hygiene, sanitation, noise, civic sense, infrastructure, safety, corruption, among a few. We need to address these issues without pointing at fingers at others. I hope we can change these. It's crazy that this country is able to send a lander to the moon, but somehow has the infrastructure and urban planning that make African countries like Kenya look highly advanced. Well, a lot of this infrastructure was built by the British. That's the reality of it. This infrastructure was built by the British, and it was completely degraded by the Indians. You're only showing the bad areas. Dude literally got scammed outside of a Hilton. So he went to a Hilton and he got scammed. Yeah, because the taxi driver was like, "Oh, I don't actually have any change." 250,000 Indians migrated into the UK in 2023 alone. That's just the legal ones. I mean, like, if you want to get like butthurt about it, I don't really know what to tell you. Indians love India so much, they're all immigrating everywhere else. India was one of the few countries that the USSR citizens were allowed to travel to. Moscow knew they would never return. I've never seen a travel video that made me not want to go to a place. Before going to India, make sure you have a life insurance, ample supply of antibiotics, all this stuff. All of this is insane. And it's like there's a lot of Indian people, like the Hindustan Times. I visit India so you don't have to have the UK man records dirty roads, visits roadside fortune teller. There's all these articles that are like butthurt about it. Well, after gaining a lot of viewers and subs from Indians, Baldy is reacting exactly like British hypocrite sounds. Racism is bad unless it's against Indians is a new trend. This video basically made in a manner to invoke and garner both racist and rage bait views. India is one of the most diverse nations in the world. Well, that's an argument against it. If it's not all aspects, be it culturally, geographically, or economically, extreme ends and everything in between are present throughout the world. I mean, this is a country, I'm going to end on this, okay? This is a country where monkeys, literal monkeys, had to save a child from men doing what they do. A pack of primates are being praised after saving someone who is 6 in India from having a terrible thing happen to them. The monkeys went after the individual after he pulled the kid into an abandoned building, scaring him off and letting the girl leave unarmed. I mean, monkeys are fighting crime in India. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to get butthurt about that, maybe do something about it. I don't have any problems with Indian people. I have a problem with everything that they're doing in India. Now, if they want to come to Canada and do it, and then Canada denies it, remember the famous video of the Canadian guy like duking it up at the gas station, and they're like, "That's AI, that's fake news." What? I mean, there's a different article every day of this culture of what they're doing to young women there. But like I don't know why they are so obsessed with trying to deny it. Until you accept that there's a problem, you simply cannot fix it. You simply cannot fix a problem if you don't address it at all. And if you're gonna get mad and say that you want the guy banned, you want him banned from the country. I mean, sir, please watch this video. I've never seen such an ugly video about India. Definitely someone paid him. This guy should be banned from India, and all Indian followers should withdraw their subscription if they follow. This YouTuber is bald and bankrupt. What? Bald and bankrupt. Cherry pick the worst places in India. I mean, I watched this because it got served up to me on my homepage in the YouTube algorithm, and he went, I don't know, dozens of places, and they were all completely filled with trash and people trying to rob him. I don't even, I don't even understand it. Like, maybe clean up your backyard. Now, purposely going someplace to point fun at it, that's content. You can have a problem with that. But this guy went there seemingly to give them a fair shake, and he had dozens and dozens of examples of people scamming him, putting their hands on him, trying to rob him, and do, just how people just duking it up in the streets. Yeah, I don't think that this was a dishonest video. I think that India has some real problems that they are unwilling to deal with, and anyone with any means are fleeing to any country that will take them. And then they come over here and they pretend like India was great. I don't think so.